Welcome to another episode of Isn't That Something, where we explore something, ideally something interesting.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Something.
Today we're going to answer the age-old question, what is a duck? According to Wikipedia, a duck is one of numerous species in the waterfowl family Anatidae, which also includes swans and geese.
The word duck comes from the Old English deuce, meaning diver, a derivative of ducan. To duck, bend down low as to get under something or dive.
So rest easy in the knowledge that next time you yell duck to your friend, no matter how they interpret it, technically they're correct. Ducks are recognizable by their medium size for a bird, with mallards being around 2 feet long, a little longer than an average human femur, one of many ways to tell them apart. They have adorable little webbed feet, wings on both sides of the body, and distinctive duck-like bills. Male ducks are called drakes and are often brightly colored and ornamented. Female ducks are usually called ducks, but sometimes they're called hens. Don't confuse female ducks with these hens. These hens are chick hens. To avoid confusion, I usually call female ducks duck hens, but often shorten it to ducks for convenience. Baby ducks are called ducklings and are violently adorable creatures. They're composed mostly of fluffy feathers called down, with a small amount of tiny peeps and an even smaller amount of duck. Hooded merganser ducklings hatch in nests high above the ground in hollow trees. Long before they're ready to fly, they try anyway and fall down, which is not why their feathers are called down. Some animals kind of look like ducks, but aren't actually ducks. For example, the Canada goose is not a duck, but actually an asshole. Behind its gross personality, you can tell the difference between a goose and a duck by its somewhat longer neck, larger overall size, and mostly herbivorous feeding behavior. Looking closer, we see ducks are typically divisible into two groups, divers and dabblers. The diving ducks include stylish birds like the bufflehead, showing off its distinct buffle, the hooded merganser with its impeccable coif, and the goldeneye with its historic influence on first-person shooter video games. The long-tailed duck and harlequin ducks are favorites of North American birders for their exquisite beauty. Birders also appreciate scoters for their personality. Diving deeper into these ducks, we see that their unifying characteristic is how they eat. Diving ducks dine by diving. While this behavior might seem a little loony, it's proven successful for a wide range of ducks. The evolutionary relationships between diving ducks can get a little tricky because of their complex genetic relationships, with many of the best able to dive ducks, like mergansers, often being grouped into the so-called sea ducks. They do dive though. See sea ducks, see sea ducks dive. See sea ducks dive in the sea. Ducks that do not dive dabble. Seriously, the other major group of ducks are known as the dabbling ducks, and they don't dive all the way into the water, leaving their tails bobbing above the waterline like some kind of bizarre alien aqua vegetable. Most likely, the duck that you imagine when you imagine a duck that isn't a cartoon or a computer programming tool is a dabbling duck. Dabbling ducks include the ubiquitous mallard, whose females are the ducks that quack. Male mallards or drakes sound like this.
Hey!
Also included in the dabblers are the blue-winged teal, the green-winged teal, the cinnamon teal, which goes great with sticky buns or French toast, the wood duck, and the northern shoveler. Now let's say you're out in nature and you see a medium-sized watery bird. Is it a duck? Well, if it's a coot, a grebe, a cormorant, an anhinga, a gallinule, a loon, a gull, a heron, a swan, a fruit bat, or of course, a goose, then it is most certainly not a duck. If it's a shell duck, then you have to go fight an ornithologist to find out if technically it is a duck. Otherwise, if you see a waterfowl with webbed feet, a ducky bill, and belonging to Anatidae, but not a swan or a goose, then you have a duck. Looking at ducks can be very satisfying for nature people. Their diversity varies through the year, often at different times than perching bird diversity. In the northeastern US, for example, duck diversity is often highest in the winter. Well, we've spent the last 300 seconds answering the question, what is a duck? And the answer is, a duck sure is something. Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Isn't That Something was written, recorded, and edited by me, Ralph Crewe. Music was provided by Kyle Simpson. Their English Person was provided by Richard Smart and graciously filmed by Emily Crewe. Ducking Person was played by movie star Kelsey Robinson. If you like this show, please subscribe, do the bell thing, and explore the world responsibly.
Something, 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 something.